Future news, brothers and sisters. Future news. From my Rahim here. Mention the covenant. Break of 7 seals. Future news. Well, brothers and sisters, future news is not so future anymore. It's right in your face. Thirty plus years I've been warning you about this day. Now we're here. For all positive purposes. Looks like the war in the Middle East is on. Right on time. Look like in my previous presentation the last few weeks, last few months, last few years. Actually call a year. Later on, actually call the months. A few days ago, I pretty much almost called the days. I said it'd be October. Most likely October. That was Wednesday, October, November. I told you last year, our next destination was starting in October. September, they was talking peace and safety. It says when you talk peace and safety, suddenly disaster come upon them. As women in labor, that means they come in stages, intensifying. That's what we've been seeing last year. I'm trying to get through it. I've been the last few days just trying to get the system working. I think that's working. So I'm not as prepared as I was a couple of days ago because I had this all the time preparing for me. So I get through it. I still think I can get through it in one session. But time has run out. For somebody's, the clock is still ticking. Anyway, it's pretty much a moot point at this point because Farrakhan is all gone. I don't think he'll last. I don't think he'll be around in 2 weeks from now. He might even get around a week from now. Because once this war starts, that's the end of him. And his lies. Oh, God told him to be silent. Really? But that you don't know the goddamn thing, Farrakhan. So the H times say, well, God told me don't say anything because you don't know anything to say. The hell is breaking loose? The hell is breaking loose? You have nothing to say. After 40-some years. So I got a problem here or not. Not there. Not there. We have a problem. Let's see, I think my system's working okay. Okay, having audio sound is going in and out. Look, that's sound issue. Okay, it sounded a little while ago now. That boss may not be able to do this. Okay. That looks okay. And sound input. Let's try this one. See if that sounds any better. Well, can I get some feedback here? Well, it's buffering on the other side, so maybe that's not going to work either. Well, let me see. Give it a couple of minutes. Sometimes it takes a while to catch up. See if that sounds any better. Oh, can I get amen? That sounds any better. Which modify my sound settings. Is my sound any better? Can anyone tell? I don't know. I may have to stop and then restart. If I can't get good sound, it would be the point. Sound any better? Or maybe it's worse. Maybe it's worse. Maybe it's presentation today, but if I get through at least 1/3 of it, that'd be a success. I've been fighting with the sister for several days. Now, one thing I want to mention before I actually get into it. We got a lot of enemies, and in this presentation, I'm going to try to bring that into focus. Now, in chapter 12, we talk about the war in heaven, which is going on now, right? This is part of what they say there. I heard a voice great in heaven saying, right now becoming the salvation and power and the kingdom of God of us, and through our Christ is him. Because we're strong accuser of the brother of us, accusing them in sight of the Lord, the God of us, day or night. See, that's talking about Farrakhan. That's the accuser. So it tells you he's going to go down while the war's going on. So I'm trying to tie these puzzles together, bro and sisters, tie everything together. See, I'm trying to bring these verses, trying to bring in focus, right? So that's what it's telling you there, because this is during the war, and it says, and they was cast down, right? God can make God cast down, but in the process, right? See, it was thrown down, right? Because how did I say this? See, we talk about Michael's angels, right? But a sub-angel of his, they don't actually mention it, but it's there. Is you know why? Because they with him. I mean, they're going to be back with him in a minute because Frank has been away, but he's part of it, right? And the demons, they're part of dragon's angels because they're devils. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? See? So what's implied in this, that's a battle too. The battle between the NOI and the demons. See, I mean, I can make that more clear, but I don't want to go into much detail here, but you see what I'm saying here? That's why they connected these. See, that's why the angel is so powerful, because something not say anything, but just by how they connect something. So they connected his being thrown down with the war. You understand? You see? Because so that means that connect him with the dragon's angels. Right? Because he's a devil. Farrakhan's a devil. He's a demon. Right? And NOI is connected with Mr. Muhammad. You understand? You see? Because in the same verse, they're mentioned. Let me see, I got that here, brothers and sisters. Okay, I got this a little out of order. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to reorganize this because I've been struggling. I'm not making an excuse here, just telling you, right? I didn't think I'd be up today because the system is, one thing after another. I had to restart my system, everything. Anyway, this be making yourself one-minded, heaven, intending in those cause the devil stepping towards you, having great anger. I mean, you're going to have great anger. He knows his time is short. So he knows his time is short, right? He just don't know exactly, because he did, like I said, no one knows the hour, but that's from Muhammad, what he'll be doing, but he's angry. He's full of wrath. What is he going to do with his wrath? Whose wrath has been focused on the last 500 years? And I saw a dragon was thrown to the earth, persecuted the woman who gave birth to the male. So you understand, that's part of it. If giving a woman 2 wings of an eagle, great place, and one face of a serpent, okay, born her earth, okay, you can reach that your leisure. That's part of 12. But this part one you see, right? It was made wrath of the dragon upon the woman, went off to make war with the leftover seed of her, observing the commandments of God, having the witness of Jesus, right? That means, right, these are the ones that have observing the commandments of God, right? The 5 pillars, having the witness of Jesus, the angel, witness of master of the covenant. That's my NOI. See, they all mention the same thing. So that shows you, right? Because that shows you that they're like a sub, right? They're Michael's angels, right? And demons are demons are dragon, because they get thrown down. Farrakhan is a demon. He gets thrown down when they get thrown down, and right, and we see that they're attacking the NOI. See, that's Father Muhammad's angels, because NOI is part of his angel group. You understand? But you have to see that because by where they tie these things together. Some things in the angel is very subtle like that. And some things I haven't mentioned to you because you don't know the basics of the angel. But see that right there? That's all in chapter 12. See? So it tells you, right, that the Sunnis, that Farrakhan having you kiss their behind and everything else, they're going to attack you. They're going to attack you. See? This is remember, because, and we're going to talk about a little later about the jinn. They're going to attack you. See? Because remember, they the ones, so I'm talking about Sunni Arabs. They're the ones who betrayed you into slavery. They're your half brothers. Right? And that's what makes it so dangerous, because they're angry because they feel they have the same problem Esau has. He says, well, Esau is supposed to be a full brother. They half brother. They say they're oldest. And they should have got the, right? They should have got the inheritance. And so they're sitting on that land, and once they see you rising, see, because they want false to stay there too, for the same reason devils do, to keep you from figuring out who you are. So once you do, they're going to attack you, those that are here, right? So move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, now, it's another thing, brothers and sisters. This a little off here. You're going through tribulation, many of you. Many may be leaders, who knows, we'll see. It's yet to be determined. However, Daniel represent those that cling to you by blandishments. That means they ain't with you. They're going to pretend they are. I'm with you down and everything else, right? And you got that category calls it, that those people fall in different categories, but for now we're talking about tribulation. Okay. Now, I'm going to go too deep into this because it'll sound philosophical or whatever. But every prophet messenger, they always, have personification of their resistance, so people can see what to expect. See, because they all have resistance, or every problem, Muhammad have resistance. Everybody all have resistance, because what happens? Remember, they bring a new reality, and that means they're increasing the pressure. Well, that's in this situation where, well, I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to leave it at that, because there's more to it than that, but they're changing the pressure. The reality is pressure. Reality is a pressure field, and we're currently in a pressure field. The whole universe is pressure. The universe is pressure. That's energy. Energy is in a state of pressure.
Stars are pressure, right? Everything, your heart, well, all that's pressure. Your heart, well, all that's pressure. If you got to understand, cause that's if you got to understand, cause that's once you understand, you start studying pressure. More you understand pressure, the universe works. So the universe is the pressure at that time. This presentation, they don't want me to speak anymore. I know it happened because as it gets to the end, it comes to the point where they would stop me from speaking altogether. That's when the breakthrough will come. Yep. According to YouTube, is still working. I don't know. Give it a second. Yeah, okay, it's not going to work. Yep, they got it. Yep, they don't want this broadcasted. Says live, but it's not doing anything. Okay, it goes back up, it looks like. Let's give it a couple of minutes, see what happens. See what happens. It's, okay, let's give it a few seconds, see what happens. So I was saying, as the universe contracts, pressure increases. So you're given a scripture, and scripture, your mind that you need, because your mind is what drives everything, right? That you need to have to deal with that new pressure, that new reality, right? Okay. So you understand that. Okay. The other thing is that we all are a body. You have several bodies. You got the body of Esau. You got the body of Jacob. Right? You got the body of the jinn. Well, let me take that one back. You got the body of the devil. So you got several bodies. Right? Okay. Now, our nation, okay, what's happening now? Okay. Our nation, right, was corrupted. In other words, our women were raped by not only devils, they was raped by others too. They was raped by the Chinese that was here. Our women was, in fact, they would actually take, and like they had a Chinese, they had, like, I always call it red to keep the confusion down, but it doesn't have any color. See? Yeah. So we got all, they mixed, everybody had to women out women. So the point is, they're demons. In other words, the demons could be anyone that's, right, that's black on the outside and something else on the inside. Right? So, like I said, I was talking about pressure. Understand how pressure works. I'm going to get back at it in a minute. Right? Okay. So the whole thing is that, and I lost my train of thought, brother, because I'm a sister's brother, because what happened just now, but it's coming back to me. So when you understand that, right? See, we have these different spirits. So our nature is called a spirit, 7 spirits. I put Elijah, I left it down for a purpose. I'll make that to it later. To talk about later. Well, in a way, he was told to speak to both the chaff and the wheat. Anyway, spirits. But you got 3 bad spirits because they look like us on the outside, but they're somehow on the inside. So what happens is that they're gonna disagree with us on everything. See? But they will agree to who they really are. You understand? That's why Farrakhan's always beefing up the devils, but we're sinful and all that stuff. See what I'm saying? So I was talking about personification, right? How we give somebody personification so we know, right? So like Prophet Muhammad, same thing, Elijah. Like Malcolm was a personification with the resistance that, okay, that's why I was talking about resistance, right? I was talking about resistance as universe. Okay, so Elijah bringing new pressure. See? So therefore you have resistance to that because the old pressure is going to resist the new pressure. Right? That's if the new pressure is greater than the old pressure. And what Master Farmer had was greater pressure than they had. See? He had enough pressure to destroy them, but he had enough pressure to initiate a change. That's why I said Elijah would prepare the way before he would have the power to destroy this pressure. I say that would break or crush all the ones that resisted him. He would have the power to do that. Let me cut the chase. I don't want to spend our time with this bill since I have a lot of other things I want to talk about. Right. So, you can have the resistance. So, but it was personified as this. So when the message of the prophet is not around or whatever, people have an idea of what resistance is going to look like. See, that's why I personify everything, so you can see with your eyes. Because everybody can't see everything with their mind. Some have to see with their eyes, and some people, that's more important to them. So Malcolm was a personification, because like he was a top minister and all this stuff, and over some little disagreement, all of a sudden he went again, he wanted to change everything. And Farrakhan, that was, if you took a lesson from Malcolm, you would have never felt Farrakhan. Because he was like that, right? Okay. So the thing is that when you go to tribulation, that's your main, see, Elijah had a certain mission. His mission was accomplishing, dealing with the saints and preparing them, right, for the mission of the covenant. But the point is that they had to be prepared. Now, the devil's mission was to keep that from happening. And that's what Farrakhan steps in. So he had to show the resistance, what resistance would look like that would try to stop that. And so that was Malcolm. So when Elijah departed, you could take a lesson from Malcolm and not be deceived by Farrakhan. You understand what I'm trying to say, brothers and sisters here? So the thing is that I had a situation, because people about to go into tribulation, and the people that maybe I've been talking to for the last 3 or 4 years, right? They're going to play a part. Now, what part they're going to play in tribulation, I don't know, because, some people you can't like take late bloomers. We call late bloomers are people that you don't look like anything, and all of a sudden, bam, they surprise you, right? But anyway, they stepped up, right? They held on, and then this person came in, right? And he talking about blandishment. He said people come to you and say, yeah, with you, and they betray you. They're not with you, right? So you had a personification of what that would look like. So because see, you be doing that in my absence, and messing the covenant's absence, like Farrakhan was doing it in Elijah's absence. So therefore, what to look for? Because that would be a main stumbling block is them, because they be amongst you. Because right now, demons cause the most problem with our people right now. See? So I'm with you, right? But the examples I was given is that pressure, and I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. And remember, the universe is, everything pressure increasing. That's what this relation is about. The pressure increase to cause you to transform, to cause you to accomplish Hajj. That's that pressure. That's that pressure because Hajj is under about under intense pressure, right? In some ways it has something to do with the womb because the womb, that embryo's under pressure in that womb, right? See, because the woman had to squeeze a lot to push that baby out. You had to put pressure on that baby to push him out of there, right? So the thing is that if you're being transformed, that means you're part of the body, because your body is Hajj. Everything working together. Everything's in sync. Oh, here we go, buffering again. See how long it's going to last. Your Hajj is your body. Hajj is your body. And everything's in sync. Right? That's your personal body. Then you have to achieve Hajj for the nation. Right? There's a reason why I call some people Hajj. There was a reason for that. But anyway, that's what it is. Okay, so now, if you're being transformed, that means, remember, the pressure is increasing. So now you adapt to the pressure, and you're being transformed by the pressure. But if you're not a part of the body, that pressure, you're not going to be able to handle that pressure. And you're going to be trying to offset that pressure, and you start complaining, start crying. Oh man, this pressure too much. You want to change things, right? Why don't you change? Why don't you change that? See, because the pressure too great. You ain't being transformed, right? You're trying to transform the pressure, trying to offset the pressure. That's one way of identifying, because that individual, in all those elements, he want to change everything, right? Oh man, you're bad mouthing me. You're putting us down. You see, because it was too much for him, and so he was a perfect example of what they might be looking for during tribulation. Because oh, here we go again. Shut down again. Okay, this is not going to work. This keep happening. I'm going to have to stop. Okay, short messages, please, because that means I have to pause and wait. Okay, why was there a message then? I don't know. Okay, I guess everything's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that alone for now, brothers and sisters. See, the individual, right? And that's one of the reasons why I understood that. That's why the individuals keep coming back. So people could see clearly, right? And just like eventually they get crushed, because this individual, he crushed himself. If he just kept his mouth shut for another day, he might have got made a little further. But then he saw what happened a day later. See? And I was trying, and the thing is that I kind of like did a little prophecy. I told him, I said, oh boy. Okay, if that keeps happening, I'm just going to have to stop. See? Because I can't do anything anymore. Right, so I think I'm just going to have to do it and do it down and just upload. See, that'll work. Because I can't concentrate. I can't do what I need to do here. I mean, we got halfway through this thing. What is this? Okay, if I have any more problem with time, I'm just going to stop. Just going to stop. Maybe just one piece at a time. So we could, because the person, the pressure's too great, he's I start complaining, so. And then they say the hypocrites too. See? Because they'll tell like Malcolm, oh, Elijah's the one, he's from God, but yet still we disagree with him. If he's the one, he said, why? Then why are you disagreeing with him? That means you're the wisest man on the planet. But then, oh man, you need to check yourself. You see? You're a hypocrite. Because he never believes himself. He's telling you to do it. You don't believe it. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I need to talk more about that, but I guess I had no time. See here? Let's back this up. See here? Now this is the world is right now. America, Britain, and France, Israel, they're the pressure system right now. Okay? And Suleiman comes on the scene, higher pressure, which means higher power because they're discipline. Higher power over same as higher power is great as higher pressure, same concept, right? So, going back. So what happens is, what was that? So this situation is when he comes with higher pressure, this happens. It starts. Remember, it starts. It spins like the sunlight starts, and then go to the horizon. Pressures build. So it starts moving things out the way, right? And it gets brighter, and that happens because you're revealing the pressure of the angel. Maybe I should say a different way. See, the angel is software, is a mind, right? So he can release that, and that's releasing that information is the pressure. Okay, put that away. So by releasing that, then things start changing to start conforming with the angel's saying. Because these things you see right now wasn't spoke about in the sealed Bible. These things you see right now is reflection of the angel, because the angel pressure, right? So this is what happens. See? That's what happened. So his prayer overcoming that, and that's going to be a new reality. The old reality is going to be blown away. And the other nations, right, that can survive, they're pushed away because pressure will either push you away or crush you. So God can make I was crushed. Other nations were pushed away, right, for a time and season. Hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. See, so that's say I am pressure. That says the mind. It's all about the mind, right? Because when their minds go, all that military stuff goes too. But it's a new mind that's coming in, but it's greater than the mind that exists. Because the mind that exists is the sealed Bible. If you understand the sealed Bible, that's the mind that exists right now. Right? It's buffering again. That's the mind that exists right now. But it's changing, right? It's under the gun, because you see what's happening over in the Middle East right now, right? Then the extreme pressure. Can they survive it? No, they read. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? That's where it works. See, I am pressure. So the pressure starts, and those who can withstand the pressure, they start being transformed. Right? Like the Bible says, those of the light will come into the light. Those of dark will run away from the light. See? So that's why it says, who will be able to stand? Who will be able to stand the pressure? Because once they transform, right? Remember, they become pressure fields themselves. So they put in pressure. Because the pressure in your body is equal all over. But it's the brain that directs it, guides it. You understand? Pressure has to be equal, otherwise that's another situation altogether. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I want to talk more in deep as that, but right now, because all the technical problems I have, I'm doing the short version. But the message of covenant is pressure. He's in pressure, a greater pressure than his is, and that pressure increases because he takes all the energy he gets and he turns it back into that pressure. Because that we get energy we get energy probably every 50 years of energy wave, but we process energy every 24 hours, right? And he's still using 100%, so he's putting all his energy not in the American dream, but in this. That means the pressure increasing. That means the world around changing, right? The quality of it changed because the pressure is changing. It's causing this, and so the world is coming is more and more distressed because under greater and greater pressure. And you see, America's under more pressure than ever been. In fact, World War III and everything else. I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. I really want to speak more on that, but because of technical problems. Now I talked about that was my main subject. I want to talk about pressure, but that's have to be. I don't have a such special presentation that all by itself. But we want to talk about the bear. Now, this is in the category of enemies we have, right? But the bear. Now, if you're reading it down, the bear, he plucks up 3 horns by the roots. Now, with the horns, there's 2 horns of the ram and 1 horn of the goat. He destroys both of them. Now, you haven't seen who the bear is. Who the bear is. See? And the bear represents Africa, non-Islamic Africa. Africa is in the process of breaking up 2 parts. Islamic Africa and non-Islamic Africa. I'm talking Islamic Africa, not Sunni Islamic. Africa is going to unite with Master Muhammad and with the Shia. It's all story together. And that's a little kind of secret there. I can't say too much about that right now. Because I get back into Daniel and his, David and his slingshot. But anyway, Tekel. Now what happened if you read the story, and I can't, like I said, become cutting that thing short because of the situation here. It's about Belshazzar. He's a silver kingdom. Because first was the gold kingdom, then the silver kingdom. And the silver kingdom became most powerful. First, the gold kingdom had to control the whole earth. And then it fell, right? It was cut down, and then Belshazzar, it took that position. Now, Belshazzar represents Africa. Belshazzar, because the Levites, see, they represent the Levites. That's Africa as you, continent Africa as you come to know it. But Arabia is also Africa, but they don't call it that anymore. In fact, they was arguing whether Egypt was even Africa. Believe me, they're not. These were scholars arguing whether Egypt was even Africa. But anyway, that's another story. So Arabia was where Shabazz was, and that's what's talking about in Daniel, where they fell and they came under the kingdom of Belshazzar. The African kingdom, the Levite kingdom. The Shabazz kingdom fell on, that means they was moved out of Arabia, their home, into what you call Africa, and it was under the control of Belshazzar, which is the silver kingdom, right? That's where you get Tekel from, because Belteshazzar and Belshazzar are the same names, except Belteshazzar got T in it, both have EL, but one has T, so he's missing the T. That's what it says. You're weighing the balance. I'm telling the Belshazzar, remember this message was given to Belshazzar. You're weighing the balance, because Belshazzar is Esau. He said, I should have everything. I'm the oldest. The king should be mine. You understand? I don't even know if I want to do this, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, not that one. Okay. Then so it's to Esau and Jacob. Esau said, I should own all this. Right? And so he said, he wants it. But he said, no, you've been weighing the king, you've been weighing the balance. And you found one team. That means you missing that TE, right? No, the king is going to go to your brother, Belteshazzar, the youngest. That's what's talking about. That's what Tekel really means. And we're going to talk more about that. I hope I can get through this without any more interference, brothers and sisters, because I really want to really get into this, because right now it's appropriate because the war's already started there. I can't see that. I can't see how that could not be it. But we waiting for see how false Israel responds, right? And then, because once that happens, I told things go really fast. And this one enemy, you really need to understand who your enemies are and part their plan. You really understand it, because Levites, you're gonna be here by yourself. I want here to be with you, right? And you're gonna be on the attack. That's talking right there. See, you weighing the balance. It's the balance between Shazar and Belshazzar, the Esau and Jacob. See, God said he loved Jacob and hate Esau. Oh, God loved everybody. No, he said he hate Esau, but he loved Jacob. And you got that lion dog, David going down and talking, hey man, Jacob is Jacob. Really? Oh, so God loves Jacob, but he hates, okay, whatever. Damn fools over there. Okay. So here's the 4 kings they're talking about in Daniel, right? It says, thou art the head of gold, that's Shabazz. And after shall another rise, another inferior to thee, right? A silver kingdom, right? That's Belshazzar. He's inferior. Breast is like a fool's gold. That's false Israel. They pretend to be us. And then the fourth king, iron. That's like a fool's silver. Because you can fool somebody sharp enough to think silver. Because that's why he's saying, they want to say Africa's in Egypt and Africa. They're trying to say Egypt was really white folks. You understand, brothers and sisters? So I see I'm kind of buffering over there. Slowing down. We'll see. We'll see how well it does. Should be smooth, but it's not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. And here's a statue right there. And I'll show you what they really mean, see. Translated. See. Gold Shabazz, right? See. It's questionable where you put the sun, moon, and star at, right? Because that's also, because Elijah Muhammad and Master Muhammad also refers to the Levites that joined unto, grafted onto our kingdom, right? Anyway, the brass, as far as Israel pretending to be us, the image of gold. See, that Nebuchadnezzar there, the image of gold, that's a false Nebuchadnezzar. That's why Pharaoh got all wrong. Because the Nebuchadnezzar, the real Nebuchadnezzar, he's going to get his kingdom back at the end. You have an everlasting kingdom. So you mean that means false Israel going to have that? Come on. I don't want to critique what they're saying because I want to move on, brothers and sisters. Okay. Now, another thing I want to talk about here, because I'm going to try to bring all this together. You got 3 beasts in there mentioned. And they only say 1 beast. It's 3 beasts. One's called a dragon. Has 7 heads and 10 horns. It's the angel key on the left, but I'm just showing it the bottom going forward, right? Okay, it had 10 horns and 7 heads. That's the dragon. And he had on his heads 7 crowns. It means the authority was with the Europeans, which is going to happen immediately after the war in heaven and false Israel was taken down and the Shia had control of the Middle East. Immediately, Armageddon. And that means there's going to be a power shift because the Europeans are tearing themselves apart. So now India and China are going to be the powers. And then you have another one, 7 heads, 10 horns. He doesn't have any corns at all. But he says he'd be alongside this beast that had the crowns on his heads, on his horns. He'd be alongside that one. So it's 3 beasts they're talking about there. Right? See? And that's what I'm saying. You see, I'm showing that the dragon, that's House of Sod. I'm showing that the second beast, that's China. Well, I don't show India there, but it's China. Right? Primarily. And then the last, that's Obama. See? He's the one controlling that beast. He's the bear. They say he could be very subtle. Always, he was like hidden, hard to figure him out. That's why it's hard to figure who Lucifer is. Lucifer is not Satan, ain't the devil. Right? See? Okay, you got that? So, I want you to understand that. Oops. Too fast. See that? That's it. See? It's just the same one, just, Now, the serpent was more subtle. That means he was wiser than any other beast. Because remember, the Shah is the wisest, right? But it says we made them. So we're not made, we made, but it says the serpent, that was our brother, our brother Esau. They're not as wise as us, but they're wise than everybody else. See? And what he was, you gotta understand this. The woman, right? Yeah, she had eyes on that, but she was kind of reluctant to mess with it because they was told not to touch us. But the serpent told him, do it. Eat that tree. When he said eat something, take it out of existence. He told him to attack that tree. The serpent told him to do this. You understand that? The serpent told him to do that. Go ahead and attack it. Now, if you understand who the serpent is, because they can't tell who the serpent is. Pharaoh kind of don't know. But I'm telling you, that's why the angel explains everything. He's telling you, he was trying to get them. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. He was trying to get them to attack us. He's trying, and that was in their plan, but they succeeded in doing that because he wanted us Remember that? Because Esau wanted to take us out. Because he said, I should inherit everything. I'm the oldest. Right? He's calling God a liar because he's against Jacob, right? See? So here's the serpent here, right? Now it says, I'm not showing it clearly, right? But he was made to go down on his belly. He was up top, down his belly. I'm not showing it clearly like that because all that technical stuff I had, I'm not making excuses. Well, I sound like an excuse, right? So anyway, see the red here, that's a serpent, right? This is the death here, this is the earth, so forth. And what I'm going to show you right here is this. See, so I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Remember, the woman, that's Eve, that's America. So I put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, they shall bruise thy head, and shall bruise her head, right there. That means they're going to fight each other. That's that first trumpet, right? They're going to fight each other, and when they're going to do it, right there, when America and Britain is thrown, when they're thrown out, that's when they're going to fight each other. They're going to attack them. The devil's going to attack them, but they're going to be attacking the devil too. They're going to attack all blacks. But the Africans are on Visa and from Haiti and every place else, right? That's what I've been telling you. They're going to attack them too, and attack anybody who's black, but they're going to come together and attack back. And they're going to attack, right, everybody. We're going to show you in a minute. You and the devils. The devils will attack you and them too. You understand? Because they're not your friend. They're going to attack you because they already told. Remember, Obama was president. He told them, said, no, you can go ahead and do it. Go ahead, get rid of them. Because you think Africa loves you. They do not. Most African intelligence, Africa don't want to have anything to do with you. They're ashamed of you. Right? And plus, they know about the Abrahamic covenant. They don't want you to come back anyway. Because then, remember, Esau felt he should be the ruler, not you. You understand, brothers and sisters? You understand this? Because you go to tribulation, you have to understand that. Then I said, when I opened the seal, the first one, right? This horse, that's Obama riding that white horse. He'd be the president. He says, Lucifer, I'll make my throne, I'll be like the Most High. I set my throne on the far north. Where's that? From Jerusalem, that would be America, far north. You can't get further north than northwest, can you? You go all the way north, but if you go northwest, you'd be further north, wouldn't you? And he's also called Gog. That's one of the tricky things. Because they talk about Gog by itself, they might be talking about him. Why? Because Gog represents America. But it also can remember the leader of America. He was a leader of America, so he can be called a Gog. Gog also represents the leader of America. He was a president. He can be called a Gog. And that's when you got to be very careful with that one, because they talk about him that way. They don't mention Magog, they talk Gog. They talk about this. Well, we'll say it later. That's a very subtle one. So some very subtle things, right? Now, the jinn. See, I'm explaining everybody. Now, the jinn, see, they hate you. They got your land, right? They support, like I said, they can talk about false so bad, right? If they're so bad, then how you allow them to survive? Because where do you think they're getting oil from? They do all the stuff they get it. They get most of it from Arabia. They say they're getting 9% of their oil from Arab countries, from Muslim countries. Because they have an interest in having falsehood because they don't want you to know who you are. And they pay Farrakhan to keep that BS going. And that they was paying Wallace to do the same thing. Sunniism. In Sunniism, you're nothing. You're just another somebody with some prayer beads kneeling on the ground 5 times a day. You. But if you Abraham's seed, that means that land belongs to you. Ishmael doesn't want it to happen. He said, no, that belongs to me. I'm the oldest son. Yeah, same problem Esau has. Esau is your whole brother. He's your head brother. See? Is that why I say head? Because he don't turn white? See, at least Esau is still black. This cloud will turn white. That's the jinn. Now, jinn is not a people. Jinn is a condition. They're the agenda of this time. We had the people that resisted the moon coming. That was actually the separation between the separation, bringing the male and female existence. That was the agenda of that time. When you resist a disbeliever, when you resist, right? That's why he's one of the disbelievers. When you resist change, that makes you a jinn. Okay? See, it doesn't matter because what kind of change he resisted? He resisted change, negative change. He wasn't resisting change that was going to make everybody positive, better. He was resisting change that was going to make things worse. They're going to make men shed blood. Well, you see, because he came into the jinn came. These that Adam, he came to existence at that time. The universe was still expanding, right? So the pressure was dropping, right? You see what I'm saying? So he came in, so he said, I mean, I want to, but okay. But for the last 5 years, he's been on his knees, hasn't he? Because those people that accepted it, the sealed Bible people, they ruined everything because that's the nature of it, right? And we was told to submit to that. Understand? That's what a jinn is. And it says, remember, the dragon, they're the dragon. It says they're going to come and make war with you once the war breaks out here. Because it says, men's hearts fell with fiddles coming upon the earth because the powers have been shaken. Because, remember, it's millions of them here. Okay? And they hate you. They don't want to speak to you. You can walk around, man, you have tattoo, you have Quran tattoo over your body, you got Prophet Muhammad tattoo on your forehead, right? You can say prayers 10 times a day. You be at the mosque, you live in the masjid, right? Got flying carpet, you got bees up your all over. And they still don't care about you. You say, I saw them, we can look at you crazy for looking you up and down. Hell with them. We come back, take our land. That's the jinn. It's jinn of this time. Remember, the jinn is not a people, it's a condition. They're disbelievers. They want to hold on, right? Because they're over here, they come over here, they got all their money, riding around in Beamers and Lamborghinis and all that kind of stuff, and big house kind of stuff, off our land. It has nothing to do with you. But they're going to come off that in a minute. We come back together, that's the jinn. See? And it was powerful back in the day, because the Quran, during the time of the Quran, they was the most powerful. But that's past. They haven't had victory in 500 years. Not one victory. There's Satan. There's Satan. The God of this world. And it's an angel key. You see, he's one sitting on the throne. It's Satan. Synagogue of Satan. That's so-called Jews. People say Jews are not. So who's saying they're Jews? I know you got those, what they call those out there? What they call those? Hebrew Israelites. I don't think they call themselves Jews either. Because they're Hebrew Israelites, right? And they break away from Elijah Muhammad too. You understand? I mean, all these people, they break. You understand? They actually, like the 5%, all of them, they'll break. Anyway, it's them. Okay. Satan. They mock us. They steal our land. Synagogue of Satan. Those people say Jews. Or they pretend to be us. That's what tells you in the angel key and then the Daniel key. Is there the brass pretend to be the gold. Image of gold. When I say image of gold, they're the image, not the real thing. So you got the devils. All of them. Okay. Now how does it matter? When you get back to Satan, right? Remember that's in the plays. I keep saying I'm gonna talk about that. Never get around to it because I have all these other issues I'm dealing with. But they're the plague of flies. Right? And they do a lot of damage to you, right? They're gonna try once false witness goes down. Because they know the purpose of why false witness is there. And now They know you stole their identities. They have no power over you. No more mental power. Right? They know when you come into power, what you're going to do to them. Right? So they're going to be attacking you in all kinds of, not physically, but if it, that, they manipulate like cell phones, blowing them up and that kind of stuff. I'm just giving you an example. They're going to attack you. They're attacking you right now, actually, because they stole your identity. You understand? That's Satan. They mock you, make you look a fool. They destroy your image all over the world. Right? Farrakhan's part of that. It's going to be your mockery before your enemies. Because he said he's Satan too. He's the devil. The devil's of Satan, but he's Satan too. It says some addition after the works of Satan. He says his father. He says his grandparents are Jews. Right? Oh, I mentioned. Now I was talking about the spirits. They wouldn't have no color. See, this particular person I was talking about. That's another thing about in the tribulation. That's one identification because the person just don't fit in. Remember, your body is harsh. They just don't fit in. They want to change it, they don't fit in. And this person can't seem to fit any place. So maybe he should try to do Orientals, because maybe he's an Oriental demon. He couldn't fit in with the devils. Couldn't get with the Sunnis, Farrakhan them. He couldn't make it us, couldn't make it anybody. Because he's a wandering spirit. And we got a lot of wandering spirits because they don't know where they fit in. See? That's when demons have a problem, because that's where integration came in the 60s. Because they wanted to be in with the master. They didn't want to be with us. They want integration. They wanted to get away from us. That's exactly what they did. Exactly what they did. Once that door was open, they left you. Because I remember growing up, they was in the city. I mean, if there was doctors, lawyers, they was right there, living right next door to you. And once 60s integration came on, they was gone. I was supping with master, marrying master and everything else. That's what they wanted. They want to be with you. See? Because that's what that's their nature. Birds of flock together. That's where we want to be here. I didn't want to be here. I don't want to be anywhere near them. When Elijah Muhammad was around, I wasn't having any contact with him at all, whatsoever. You see? So this person, he can't seem to, he's a roving spirit trying to find his place. So maybe you should go to Hong Kong Donuts. Go over there, right? And maybe you might find that's where he's come from. Because he don't seem to fit anywhere. He has a problem here trying to fit in. He's a Roman spirit. Until you find who he really is. And he'd probably be happy there. Because he wasn't happy here. He wasn't happy in the army. He wasn't happy with Nature's arm. Farrakhan. He's really, and you're going to find a lot of that in the tribulation. Because you're going to a lot of blacks. We're going to separate the demons out. There's a lot slip through. Right? And I don't think anyone will make the tribulation, but that doesn't mean we'll bring you down with them. Right? You start neglecting your 5 pillars, try to help them and all this kind of stuff, right? That's your power. Remember, greater power overcomes lesser power. So when you're doing those things, right, you increase your power. If your power is greater than the devil's power, there's nothing they can do to you. Nothing, zero. These are devils, and they're going to attack you. So who you got attacking you? We're going to talk about that bear again, right? But he's the one told him to do it. He wanted you dead, right? You got a jinn. It says they're going to come in, right? The dragon's going to come after you. I mean, soon as they'll come after you. The ones that's here, right? When they see false Israel going down, because they don't want you to know who you are either. Right? So you got this. You got the jinn, and you got see who I say first. I don't want to talk about the bear right now. Okay, well, he's the one initiated, right? You got the devils; they're going to attack you, right? You got the jinn, the dragon. When I tell you have all enemies, brothers, I can show you verses to prove it to you. And the demons, they're attacking you right as we speak. Okay? See, Satan is using them destroy your image, because Satan used to do it by itself. This is Satan used to do it by itself. It's blackface. And he can be more effective. He used the demons once he realized, demons were, he used the demons to do it. See? You understand? Yeah, in fact, there's going to be a war between saints and them in a few more days, because they're not going to go out. They're not going to go out unwillingly. They're going to go out willingly. They're not going to go out willingly. Moses told them to pick a sword and kill them all. That means you think they're going to say, just let them cut your head off. Read between the lines, brothers and sisters. There's going to be a war between them, right? And the saints, on the way out, being thrown out. It's going to happen in a couple more days. All these enemies you got. And most of you don't even know. And those who work with angel, maybe surprise you because you didn't know for that. And it's the saints we're coming back to. Okay. Discipline, self-control, energy, power. Okay. That's what we're coming back to, brothers and sisters. And nobody will be able to resist you. I heard this one person say, well, man, I got the 5 pillars, man. You talking about the injured, man. I don't have to worry about nothing. No, you better read it again. It said, no one enters the kingdom except by me. Nobody gets the Father except by me. So he's got to prove you. See, you might come to injure me. You might have all kinds of power, but he's never going to give you more power than he has. He's never going to have more power than the son of covenant. He teach you, but he's never going to let you have more power than he has. So he can keep you right in your place. If your heart cell, you got to be put in the heart, resistant heart cell. Your lung cell be put in prison, and he had to take that pressure to do that. Put you in that position. Understand? So the thing is, that's one thing about tribulation, that if you make it through, how do you think you're going to get home? You think you're going to swim home? No. I'm not going to have to transport you. And he's not going to transport you if you're not in the Lamb's Book of Life. It means that you're either going to drown or you're going to come back here and be burned up. I don't care how much angel key you have, how much dustbin you got. Right? Because you cannot achieve more than the lamb. Okay? The reason for all that. And it was said to her, the elder shall serve the younger. In other words, the elder Esau will serve Jacob the younger. Right? And it's written, Jacob I have loved. God said he loved Jacob, but he hated Esau. And Daniel said, boy, Jacob is Yaakov, oh boy. Pathetic. I love Jacob, but Esau hated. Okay. Get back to this bear situation again, brothers and sisters. And the king's 7 are, 5 fell, 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And if you come, little time is bound to remain. It means when this happens, he ain't going to be around much longer. This is going to happen just before he's gone. Right? And the wild beast which was and not is, 8 is, now is 7 years under destruction is going under. Now listen carefully. And 8 is 8, but it's 1 to 7. He's 8, but 1 to 7. How does that make sense? Nobody can figure it out. I'm going to show you that. I'll figure it out in a minute. And this one you saw 10 kings, they are kings, not yet received, but 30 is kings when I was there received with the wild beasts. Right? So this is talking about end times, right? But it says, 8 years out of 7. Out of 7, he's 8. How does that make sense? Okay, let's go on a little further. I'm going to keep that in mind, but I just talk about, because it's kind of our secret here. It came to be the Spirit obtaining Lord's day, and I heard how many voice raised a trumpet. Okay, now see here, you got 7 trumpets. But it says there was an 8th trumpet, because he had a voice as a trumpet. See? So it wasn't an actual trumpet, he had a voice of a trumpet. So you got 8 trumpet sounds, right? Here. The 8th one is Lamb, right? Because it's a lion from tribe of Judah. But he's also the 8th one. And the key 7 ones for, okay. And tonight you saw, okay, I was talking about that, right? That's the same I was just talking about. 7 trumpets. And you got a trumpet voice. Okay, I'm going to get back to that, bro. So like I said, things a little out of sequence here because I've been to explain. When the message returned to Jacob, they said, "We went to your brother Esau, and now he's coming to meet you. He has 400 men with him." That's significant. I'm not getting to it. In great fear and distress, Jacob divided his people into 2 camps, as well as the flock and herds camps. He thought, if Esau comes, the camp can escape. He's expecting his brother to attack him. He's expecting his brother to attack him. Okay. So here's the ram and the goat. Now the goat has 1 horn, and the ram has 2. That's the 3 goats that the 3 horns that the bear takes down, right? So we know the ram is America because it's coming from the east westward, and the goat is coming from the west eastward. And feet not touching land. They're going to be China and India. Right? That's what that represents. Right? And it says the bear will be with him. Right? Then he takes the ram and takes the ram. Right? He takes the ram down. Right? So he's with the goat when he takes the ram down. When he takes the ram down, then he's going to have Africans with him. Okay? Lucifer, right? Yeah, they'll be with him when he takes down the ram. Okay? The battle for Africa. Battle for Africa. I'm not sure it's nice to be there bounces, but let me see what happens. The battle for Africa. Oh, went the wrong way. You see, the leopard, and that's the 10 toes, right? But the leopard represents, right? He's got let me see. He got 4 wings and 3 heads, right? So the wings represents India, democracy. Heads represent China, authoritarian, because it's yellow with brown spots. I mean, that's where Daniel is, right? But the bear, right? He's different from all other beasts. That's why he says that was a beast that was different. Right? He's going to have 3 ribs or 3 horns, and that's the 3 horns, because the leopard also represents the goat. Just transform us to the goat, right? And the eagle, remember the eagle, we have eagle mind. He has the lion. He has control of the lion. So the lion has an eagle mind. That's why it says the bird has to be plucked off. And a human heart has to be given to him. In other words, your true mind has to be given back to you. Right? Here's the bear. 3 ribs in his mouth. Devour much blood. The lion here, that represents the lamb. Okay, remember, the bear represents Obama. Legion, that's Farrakhan. Remember they was working together? They was working together? Farrakhan the Messiah. Farrakhan, Obama's Messiah and all that stuff. Remember all that? Enemies. Harm your enemies. So with these 10 horns, remember that's China, India, will make war with the lamb, and the lamb overcome them. So how much I gotta tell you, bro? I'm telling you all the enemies you can be confronted with. Blandishment, Those are clean. They're going to clip all, right? Look like everything else, not them. The demons, the dragon, Satan, America, and God and Magog. They're going to attack you too. Everybody, brothers and sisters. That's why you can't be trusting anybody. Even now. There's the ram. And the goat. The goat has one horn. Remember, the bear is right there. That's after false service goes down there. Understand that. And then what happens is, okay, let's watch this. Okay, who's taken down? Our brothers. Their brothers. Israel, their devils. So, well, and we got the Sunnis. They in league with all that stuff because they don't want us to know who we are anyway. They betrayed us. And now it comes to the point where everything's reversing now. Everything's reversing now, right? So we got Satan attacking us dead. He's attacking an image, make us look like make a last stop for our enemies. Via Farrakhan. You got the Arabs. They don't have no do it. You don't care for you. Right? They're enemies. They support false Israel because they won't support that narrative. They don't want you to. They know that when people are not their brothers, they know we are. Okay? Everybody's supporting our ignorance. Everybody's got a plan for us. The devil, remember the bear told devils to get rid of us? That was part of the devil's inclination anyway. Get rid of us. And you got Satan, destroy our image, education, and everything else. All these people. And it says what happens is that you have the Shia, they're going to take down false Israel. The Sunnis. Right. Okay. And how Elizabeth's born. Okay. And you're going to have I've been up late trying to get all this stuff back together. So you got as soon as they probably will attack us once this war gets going heavy, right? Then you got the devils attacking each other, but they're going to attack us. Right? As soon as they're going to attack us, right? The Africans, the Levites, they're going to attack us. And the devils. So we're going to be able to attack all these different things. The angels revealing all this. The demons. We're going to attack all these things right now. Most of it's just mental to keep us from understanding, to activate that angel mind. Keep us from under control. Get back to that day. In the jungle, somebody's eating shillings or whatever. Out the way, anything. Keep us quiet, not understand who we are. So we do, this whole thing comes upside down, and then once you learn discipline, that means they control your energy. They teach you no discipline. They don't want you to have no discipline. When I was a kid, they used to try to get some kind of polite class and all that kind of stuff, grammar school. None of that anymore. No. They all hang out. Do as you feel. Do as you make you feel good. That's their intention, brothers and sisters. So keep you powerless. They can keep absorbing and controlling your resources. Because you're the richest people on the planet right now. You don't know it. Man, if I'm going to teach you out here, then you'll know it, because now you'll be living in mansions, everything else. Right now, having public housing or whatever. Let's see, I think I'm close, but like I said, my voice is going. I'm a little aggravated with all the information I've been fighting the last couple of days. And I don't even know if how it's going to come out. And there you go. That's the last war. Okay, let me back up on this. I keep it straight in my mind. One heaven first. It says stay for Armageddon. American Britain falls America and God got kicked out from American Britain because we were under siege. American Britain locked down America was locked down in a war in Russia. The UK is locked down in a war in Korea, in that area of the world, oriental area of the world. Understand? So you got a war in heaven. Excuse me, American Britain, Gog and Magog, then God, then instantly, I'm getting, but America's, right? Let me get this right now. Be sure the right starting point, one heaven, leads to Armageddon. Now Armageddon, right? That's part of, they'd be attacking us, fight with each other. Right? Which is going to cause China and India becomes superpowers. Because America, they're destroying themselves. See? But during the time they're doing that, the goat is going to come and take out America. Understand? So Europe still be somewhat intact. Right? But the goats will come out and take out America. Take out Magog on the way. Gog and Magog. Okay, you got it so far? Okay. One heaven. Then Gog and Magog, where death and Hades emerge as the new world powers. And the bear's with them. Now, when they took down America, right, the bear was with America. I mean, it was with the beast at that time. It was with the beast that was going to destroy America, right? It was the beast. One heaven, Armageddon, European War. There's a part. China and India become new world powers. China and India attack America while Magog is over in the Orient, Korea, and that side of the world. So now America's here. I mean, so you're gonna have the demon war going on here, all kinds of stuff happening here. But the point I'm gonna get to is that's when the goat comes in, China, India, and they arrive on the shores and they tear this country apart. At the same time, that's when the Noi's leaving out. They open the door, let them out, then they come in and destroy Pharaoh's army. That's what it says. They're going to meet at the shoreline. They're going to see the Red Sea. Right? We say in the Angel Key, they part. I can go through. Master Muhammad delivers them, right, to home. And they close up and they close in on Pharaoh's armies, destroy them. Right? So this place gets destroyed and burned out. Remember, the bear is with them. They don't say he plucked up 3 by the root. So he's with them. He's with the goat. Go ahead, 1 horn, and it's just destroyed. The ram has 2 horns. That's a 3. But yeah, at that time he said he's with them. Now after they do that, if the other things happen, then they're pretty much superpowers of the world. But remember, it's Obama's controlling the affair. But now they get more and more powerful, but we're actually more powerful. And they still want to hold on to the fact that they're the oldest, they want to take everything. Right? So we already stepped up. We're one heaven, Armageddon, east and west, right? East and west, right? Armageddon west, that's demon war, right? And I was going to be attacked by the Sunni. All this stuff going on here. Demon war, right? Tribulation, right? America is being destroyed over in Europe. Pretty much destroyed here. They leave out, right? The Levites leave out, they make it through tribulation. And then the goat comes in and finishes off the ram. And burns it up. But the bear with them is alongside. So he could be directing the affair. Who knows? I don't know. Then it says, now at that time, they're the superpowers of the world. They're the main powers of the world. Africa's working with them. Right? We are merging as a power. Not as big as that yet because we're merging. Remember, it's mental. And now, this guy's preaching all the world. And why is under Master Suleiman's control. Right? So these things happen. That pressure's building. Remember, the pressure there is causing effect all over the world. So all this, the pressure increases, driving the pressure about us. Remember, the pressure builds, the temperature increases. That means wars, more collisions. The pressure builds, temperature. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's causing it. Because the rise of angel is causing pressure to build on everything else. So they get hotter and hotter and hotter. Right? Deal with the pressure until at some point, right, it breaks. Either Suleiman breaks because the resistance is too great. He breaks and then they get destroyed. Or build at some point, it becomes too great and they break. And then all of a sudden, right? Kingdom. But it says what happens is that once China, India, world powers, and you got rise in Africa, Africa's wiser. They said, no, man, we go, it's ours. So they go. But let me get back up. But before that happens, right, he said, these 10 kings make war with the Lamb. Right? So before, what I was going to tell you happens, right, they make war with the Lamb. He got civil wars. Right? He overcomes them. He overcomes them. So where we at now? We're at the point where the ram is taken out by the goat. Right? Now the goat becomes America. America, and the goat becomes China, India, very superpowers. America, China, Africa's on the rise. You understand? Africa's on the rise. Okay. And at that time, cast down. So, let me step this again. One heaven, happening right now. Gonna trigger Armageddon. Triggers Armageddon, right? See, that's a second attack on us. Because we get attacked by Satan and everything else, but we get attacked on a direct physical attack. So I gotta flee, right? You see, that's part of Armageddon. Armageddon is America is being betrayed. I talk about that, right? That's Armageddon. Armageddon, East and West. So they be a fight with each other. They each other apart in Europe. And so China and India says their chance. They unite as a goat, and they come attack out America and Britain. Gog and Magog. Take them out. With the bear with them. Then, after that, remember, they seem like they're the powerhouse. So they're going to attack, because we're going to be safe at home in Arabia. All Arabia was safe home and everything during that time. Right? It says, they're going to attack, right? They're going to attack the Lamb, right? But they're going to be defeated, right? Because he's Lord, Lord, and King of Kings, okay? And then it says that the bear is going to attack. He took about the roots, right? So when he takes out, see, because remember, he's going to help take down Iran. So they're going to be gone. It won't be no more America, no more. It's gone. Their history. That's why they struck by the roots. Right? But then you got, remember, the goat was one horn. See? So he's going to, remember, there was allies when they was going after us and everything else. Right? There was allies. You understand? The bear and the goat were allies. They was coming after, because it was allies. And remember, when they come, right? When the bear and the goat, right? When they come take out America, they come and take us out too. But the point is, there was agreement was made with Master Muhammad, so he got to let us pass. But remember, it's Obama's mind to destroy us. But they made agreement that there would not be Master Muhammad would not allow any nuclear attack or anything to happen to them. And because it said in chapter 17, he put in their minds. Another thing is that they control all the Middle East. So China and India totally depend on all the Middle East. You want to keep on operating, you got to do what he tells you to do. That's all stored together. So they just took out the ram. They did. But China is a powerhouse. They got the horns. They got the crowns. And the bear's with them. And the bear's rising, though. Right? And then you got the situation, like I said, going on over. Remember, they attacked us when they came here. I mean, they would have. But after already been attacking us the whole time while we was here, while the people in the tribulation was here, right? But because you got two categories of people, you got the Africans that are here, and the ones that are still over there. And the question was, when this breaks out, will Obama be here or there? Because he's going to be directing the affair, whether here or there. So once the goat comes, they're looking for Obama to come. Or Obama, if he's here, they're looking for the Africans to come with them so they can join because they're going to join together. And Africa, you look at Africa independently, but Africa as a continent has almost as many people as China or India too. And Africa can reunite. So you're going to have a lot of people. Right? So the point I'm getting to right now is, right? First, Lamb's going to make war with them. He's going to feed them. And then it says the bear going to turn on them, right? And defeat them. That's what it says, three by the roots. America, Britain, that's the horn of the ram, and the born of the goat. You got both. Right? Right? Like I said, in the meantime, I said, the Sunni was after us. I'm talking all the nations, right? They was attacking NOI, right? The demons was attacking everybody, right? Because they were trying to make America great again, right? You understand? All this is going on. Okay? And then it says the goat was attacked. The bear would attack the goat. And he would defeat them. That's what it says. He plucked three up by the roots. The horn, the horn that the goat has, and the two horns the ram has. And then it says, when he see us at home, right, at peace with no walls, then he attacks us. And he attacks because he thinks the kingdom should belong to him. Hope I covered everything, brothers and sisters. I can over and over again to understand. I don't think I missed anybody. Always have a reason why attacking you. Esau wants to because he wants you out of the way, so he said it all belongs to him. Ishmael's on the way, he said the land belongs to him. See, they saying land stuff belongs to him, the language, all that stuff, right? The culture. But Esau's saying, no, the kingdom belongs to him. Everybody got, right? And demons, right? Right? Hmm? They said, well, they should be ruling the nation. Because remember the civil rights movement, they had a lot of conflict with the blacks. They thought we should listen to them. Agenda. I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. Like I said, there's a lot more I want to talk about, but because of the situation, I couldn't fully concentrate on one or two because problems I was having system-wise. What else is there? And then finally the bear line gets into it. That's the real big war. We have more. They'll have a little more energy than us because a little more, not much. But we have greater energy. We have more discipline, so we have more power in them. They said their skins will melt on this. They'll melt right in their sockets. Because that's why I'm going to drop some on that he can understand. That's the final conflict, brothers and sisters, and then everlasting peace. Hope I didn't miss anything, brothers and sisters. See, I'm kind of whipped right here. I didn't get no sleep last night. Trying to get this done. I wish y'all would be able. I'm still not sure. So I try to put time frame here. He's going to be, so when thrones are cast down, and they just set. Right? That would happen during the time of the war. And I think we're here now. The only question is, how long will the war last? And I questioned that about a couple of weeks ago. I said, well, I didn't like the part about prayers been answered. Right? But if you had to flee before December, right, that means that war has to happen, unless that's a very short war. That's short. If it's 1 or 2 days, if it's a week or whatever, that means this thing has to happen in October. It could be a short war. If it's a long war, right? I mean, it's a long war would have to happen early October for you to be able to flee before the winter. I think I said that backwards in the mission initially. But anyway, October, right? So, anytime. When that starts, you got nothing to say. Because everybody that hasn't paid attention at all, and I've been talking the same old thing for years. Those people that study India right now, right? Some of them over 4 years, since 2020. Saying the same thing. I haven't changed it. I add more to it. I said I would add more details. I haven't changed anything. That's where our brothers and sisters. So it's there. So Farrakhan's going to be dismissed out. Then you're going to be, Obama's going to be exposed. He ain't your friend. He wants you dead. Agenda being exposed. Right? They want you out of here too. They're not the real Arabs anyway. They look all white there. He still some Arabs are really darker than me. Same thing in India. You understand, brothers and sisters? Everybody got an agenda. The demons one's going. The devil's one's going. Jim one's going. The bear one's going. Everybody one's going. They got different ways to come about it. When you playing video games and everything else, all these people what you doing. I tried to show you this just now. Well, what you going? You would never guess Obama if I hadn't told you. And most you kept sitting down. Well, man, whatever. You didn't see any other stuff. You didn't see the world coming, did you? I told you back in February. I told you when you met that 2 years ago. I said, no, you're wrong. The war in the Middle East, and that's what they're talking about around Ukraine, hardly anything. Anyway, well, let me close it there. My voice is gone. I have some more things I want to talk about, but so how hard is Israel going? They got attacked back hard. I'm not going to philosophize it. I'm just telling you what it says, what to expect, right? So we should expect this to be fully blown before the weekend, most likely, if not before tomorrow. Wants to happen, right? Yesterday takes chart NOI. Right? But again, takes chart NOI. And it's prosperous peace in all the world. They try to stop it, but now it won't be able to stop it. That means the pressure is increasing dramatically. And they're trying to hold it back. Except when you got two conflicting like that there, you get to a standstill point, and you don't know who's going to be the victor, and they push hard. Like, when you're doing arm wrestling, right? You get to the point where it's right there, and both of them, it's not moving, but both of them is straining, right? Then one breaks. When it breaks, right? So I'm saying, wow, that's what it's going to be like, brothers and sisters. Because right now, we're at stalemate. They're pushing, I'm pushing. They're trying to hold this reality on, trying to hold this one back. I'm trying to push that reality out the way, make this one grow. It's right here. And that's what you see right now. It's like that, like the moment of expense. That's why I looked at Master Muhammad, right? See? Because he don't know. Because he don't know. I mean, I don't know. He knows. He will know. Whatever. Who's going to break? See? I know I ain't going to break, but how can I say that until I actually got into the contest? Because they've tried. But I'm still growing after 30-some years. That's what it's like, brothers and sisters. The pressure, their resistance. Like I said, Farrakhan's part of resistance. That clown I was telling you about a few minutes ago, he's part of resistance. All part of resistance. So it's got a stalemate right now. Ugh. So who's going to prevail? Who's going to... You know what I'm saying? Bam. Who's going to take who's down? See? That's where we are, brothers and sisters. Come down fast. Going real fast. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. See? That's where we are. Extreme pressure. I am pressure. Because Bill Ninja was explaining everything. That's come on, trying to explain, trying to give no explanation, and it gets worse and worse and worse. Why does it get worse? Because they're desperate. If they're desperate, that means they have trouble with their people. If you listen, oh, y'all gotta have faith in everything else. Why? If they're dead, that means they're having trouble with it because it wasn't bothering the people. So give Pharaoh kind of credibility. Oh, he's a Jesus now, all that kind of stuff. And now they're digging up this some of his old tapes trying to prove that relevant today. I know I think there's one. What's the name of one of them? I can't think of it offhand. Or the Wrath of the Nations. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Bones, so I'm going to close out. Message of the Covenant. Big Sil. Well,